A train derailed in Luzhsk district of Russia's Leningrad region on the morning of September 14, causing 15 fuel tankers to overturn, local media reported. The train driver died as a result of the incident. Another train derailed in the Gatchinsk district of the region. There were no casualties as a result of the incident. The Russian side does not rule out that both incidents were sabotage. Traffic on the railway was temporarily suspended. According to Ukrainian media, both accidents occurred as a result of a joint operation prepared by the main intelligence Directorate of Ukraine and Special Operations Forces. On September 14, Russia's Leningrad and Perm regions came under drone attack. Ukrainian kamikaze drones struck the Kirishi oil refinery in the Leningrad region and the Metafrax chemicals plant in the Perm region. As a result, explosions and fires broke out at both facilities. The oil refinery, which processes 200 million tons of oil annually and is located 800 kilometers from the Ukrainian border, was reportedly hit at one of its refining units. At the chemical plant, the strike targeted the urea production workshop, causing a powerful explosion. No casualties have been reported. The Perm region is located 1,800 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. Russia's Ministry of Defense stated that 80 Ukrainian drones were shot down over the country's territory.
Russian troops attacked in the Kursk and Sumy regions, including in the area of Andriivka, Alexeyevka, and Kondratovka, as well as in the area of Yablonovka and in Yunakovka. Russian military bloggers claimed that Ukrainian troops counterattacked in the area of Yunakovka, Andriivka, and Alexeyevka. Analysts from the Institute for the Study of War have voiced the situation in Sumy region. A Russian military blogger, allegedly affiliated with Russia's northern group of forces, claimed on September the 11th that North Korean forces operating in the Gwevo area of the Kursk region are not prepared for combat and are moving in easily accessible groups without body armor, crawling between positions and stealing generators from neighboring Russian units, which provokes Ukrainian shelling. The military blogger added that North Korean forces are not sufficiently prepared for combat and that Russian forces have not provided them with the necessary training, basic logistics, and liaison officers. On September the 11th, the Sumy Regional Military Administration reported that Russian troops had carried out an FPV drone strike on a motorcycle on the road in Velikopisarevskaya Gromada, injuring a civilian. The head of the Novgorod-Seversky District Military Administration, Alexander Selivestov, said on September the 11th that Russian troops had begun using Gerbera drones to remotely mine territories in the Chernihiv region, located up to 30 kilometers from the state border. It is also noted that units of the 810th Marine Brigade of the Russian Navy are conducting an offensive in the Kondratovka area, and that the Russian military command recently transferred battle-weary units of the 382nd Separate Marine Battalion from Stepnoye to support the offensive in the Kondratovka area. Units of the 143rd Motorized Rifle Regiment, 1434th Akhmat Chechen Regiment, 22nd Motorized Rifle Regiment, 44th Army Corps and 83rd Separate Airborne Brigade are experiencing difficulties in conducting offensives in the Varachino area. Units of the 51st Airborne Regiment have begun digging trenches and engineering positions in the Sadkov area. Recall, more than 210 square kilometers of Sumy region are under Russian forces' control and classified as a red zone. The spokesperson for the State Border Guard Service, Andriy Demchenko, on the air of Unified News, reported that within Kharkiv and Sumy regions, despite all difficulties, Ukrainian soldiers hold their positions and Russia is suffering heavy losses. He also noted that the aggressors' assault activity has decreased recently. Within Kharkiv and Sumy regions, despite all difficulties, Ukrainian soldiers hold their positions and Russia is suffering heavy losses, Andriy Demchenko said.
Pilots of Ukraine's Signum Battalion have destroyed Russian soldiers and military equipment in a position in Lyman City in eastern Donetsk region. Ukrainian drone pilots first struck Russian Army's UAZ vehicle, which then led the pilots to the Russian position in the area. 3 Russian soldiers were killed and several military equipment were destroyed in the position. The video shared in Telegram app shows the operation in the position. Signum Battalion was formed as a volunteer military unit in February 2022 since Russia's full-fledged invasion and is part of the 53rd Mechanized Brigade. The battalion has been actively involved in the defense of Kiev, in Moschun, Irpin, Velika Dymerka, and Lukyanivka.